Well, news is circulating now that Amazon could be planning to lay off some 10,000 workers. And there are reports that it could begin as soon as this week. And if it happens, the New York Times is reporting it would be the largest round of layoffs in the company's nearly 30-year history. We did reach out to Amazon for comment, but still no word back. So let's bring in our ABC News business reporter Alexis Christoforous. So Twitter, Facebook, and now reportedly Amazon, three of the largest tech companies, Alexis, cutting down their workforces in recent weeks. Do you have any more scoop on Amazon?
Well, what we do know, Kira, is that these job cuts will be coming from Amazon's corporate and technology divisions. As you point out, we're expecting that announcement to come this week. And Amazon would just be the latest big tech company to hand out pink slips. We know Facebook's parent Meta laid off 11,000 workers last week. Twitter sliced its workforce in half after Elon Musk's takeover. In all, so far this year, 120,000 tech jobs have been lost. And a lot of these companies went on hiring sprees during the pandemic to meet soaring demand. They now realize they don't need that big of a workforce. And a lot of these companies also depend on advertising. And a lot of advertisers are shrinking those budgets because of the slowing economy.
So let's take a look at the big board and talk about how the markets are responding to this, if indeed you think they are, and how these layoffs are fueling fears of a possible recession still.
Yeah, well, you're seeing here we're on the plus side by about 80 points for the Dow, off its best level of the day. But you might say, well, there's a disconnect here. Why are we rallying because of these job cuts? We're not. We got some better than expected news today on inflation, yet more evidence that the rise in prices starting to slow. We saw prices at the wholesale level rise 8% last month. Still super high, but better than in September when they rose 8.5%. And of course, the hope there is that the Federal Reserve will see this trend and start to ease its interest rate hike cycle.
So, yet last month, right, the U.S. did add 261,000 jobs, which was better than anticipated. But what does this mean? What does that mean just in the overall job market right now?
Well, you know, the tech sector, you might think it makes up a huge portion of the overall employment in this country. It really doesn't. It's about 2%. But the fear is that this will become contagious, that other companies will start tightening their belt, and that even consumers who have jobs might feel fearful that they could lose their jobs, and so they start to pull back on spending. And if that happens in large numbers, it could be enough to push the economy into a recession, perhaps a mild one, hopefully a short-lived one at some point next year, Kira.
Alexis Christoforous, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.